Yeah, today we're out here at a spot that didn't produce very well, but we figured we'd make an intro out here because it's really pretty scenery. Today is opening day trout season in Pennsylvania.
April 2nd, 2022.
Yes, sir, and we're going to go try to target some stock trout now.
It's a spot that also has wild brown trout
Yes.
as well, so it's not just potential for stock trout. So there's potential for other stuff there too.
So you never know what's going to happen. We'll see how it goes. All right, see you on the water.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna go through the setup really quickly. This is Ethan talking. So we're both using very similar setups. We're using a 5'6" light action ugly stick rod. Mine's the Ugly Stick Elite. Cameron has the Ugly Stick GX2. Perfect budget combo. Along with, we both have Fluger President reels. Size 30 is another fairly good budget combo rod. This is a fairly good budget combo. This runs about $100. The line I have is 6-pound Stren. 6 pounds is a really good line for a trout. Not too light that they're going to break it, not too heavy that they can see it. Cameron's running a thin 8-pound line. What brand is it? Vicious. It is very thin for 8-pound line. And then the jerk baits that we are running today are Chasing Trophy Fish Lures jerk baits, also known as CTFs. This pattern right here is Emerald Shiner, one of my personal favorites. Got many musky trout, got some bass on it as well. And then in here we have a whole entire box of jerk baits. We have brown trout, another one of my personal favorites. Got musky and trout on it. Really good in this water that we're in right now. We have perch, another really good pattern. Works good if there's perch in the water system. Tiger trout is one of Cameron's personal favorites. It's a very bright color, and it works very good in the spillway that we fish at. We have a pickerel pattern, which works in realistically any lake where you're going to catch pickerel. If there's pickerel in the lake, obviously there's going to be some fish eating pickerel. We have another one of my favorites. This one is shad. It's a nice pattern. It works good if you have a lot of minnows in the area. Very good pattern. I like it. I've got muskie and trout on it. And then finally, the other pattern that we have is brook trout. Brook trout we haven't had as much luck on. You have to find a good waterway that has a good population of brook trout for this to really work effectively. It works good on Penns Creek, but we've never really had much luck anywhere else on it. But it is a good pattern if you find the right waterways for it. So that's what we're working with today. What? There's a few other colors that we don't have as well. We don't have Palomino. We don't have. What are the other ones we don't have? What's up? What's the other ones we don't have really? Except Palomino. Huh? Yeah. And there's one that works really well. It's mullet pattern, but you can only find it in the 4.5-inch jerk baits. And it's only on his website. All the ones we're using today are 3.5-inch ones. So I would definitely recommend them for any waterway in this area. The guy that makes them and the guy that owns the company has designed them perfectly for these waterways around here.
And for trout in general.
And for trout in general, muskie.
That's what he made them for.
Yeah.
With his trout.
Yep, and they work. They work really, really well. So get yourself some. ChasingTrophyFishLures.com, I believe, or ChasingTrophyFish.com, one or the other. You can link it in the description, actually. We'll link it in the description.
Alright, so this is the first fish of the day here. Little brown on this CTF jerkbait.
Perch pattern, brown trout, wild brown.
Let's get the release.
There she is.
So Ethan has a fish on here. Got a nice brown. Let's get the net here. Whoops. Alrighty. It's wrapping up in there a little bit, but it's okay.
So this is a brown trout.
Yeah. This is a wild brown trout.
Yep, caught on, ironically, a brown trout colored CTF. Alright, so fish has been unhooked. It's a nice 13-inch trout. Nice brown.
Nice
There he
release. Alright, so Ethan's got a fish on here again. And this is a rainbow trout. Let me get down here. Alrighty. And there's a rainbow trout in the net. This is a stocked rainbow, yes. So we did catch a stocked trout on opening day. You can tell they're stocked because we'll show them the fins on it. Oh, he's hooked in. Alright, so you can tell that these fish are stocked if you look at their fins and how, move your thumb real quick, their fins are just beat up and destroyed.
Look at its nose.
Its nose is smashed a little bit.
It's got a big belly and a...
But they are still pretty fish and they are very important to a lot of people, so we don't mind catching them sometimes. Let's get the release on it here because we're not going to eat it. There it goes. Back to live another day.
Alright guys, we are wrapping up today's fishing session.
Yeah, we threw some jerk baits around, caught a few fish, had a good time. So we didn't catch very many stocked rainbows on opening day, but that's okay because we'd rather catch wild browns. We prefer them. We feel like they fight better.
Yeah.
They're definitely they're better to look at, and they're just more fun in general to catch.
I like the rainbows for the kids to get into fishing. That's one thing that I do like about it, is it does help kids get into fishing, but we're not huge fans of them. They're just slimy, hard to deal with. Yeah, today was opening day of trout season here in Pennsylvania, since they changed it statewide now to one day, which great idea.
Yeah, so all around, not a bad day.
Much better than our last performance.
Yeah, definitely. All right, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and take it easy.